Welcome back. SwapOrTradeIt is the latest internet hit that puts a modern twist on an age-old process. The website is relatively new, but after its launch last year, it has proven to be a great way for people to connect with their community and swap or trade goods and services. The website founders joined me in studio to discuss their initiative. Welcome to the program to the both of you. Now, how did you come up with the idea for SwapOrTradeIt?
Wayne and I were shoe milkers just south of Whangarei, and basically being dairy farmers in a dairy farming area, you'll know that Northland we've had 3 droughts in 4 years. That's taken its toll quite a bit, and we were starting to go backwards in equity, so basically we decided to put it out to the universe and look at what other options were out there. So we listed our cows on Trade Me, and unfortunately they actually took the ad off. They said they only buy and sell, they don't swap. But in the time that the ad was up, we had over 1,000 people view our listings. We had numerous people offer us different things from houses, beach batches, lifestyle blocks, panel beating businesses, airplanes. So we really started to think that maybe there was something in this, so we started to look into it a little bit more.
So when you initially listed the listing, you weren't looking for money, you were looking literally to swap?
What we wanted to be in business, we wanted to do something. We really enjoy working together, and we didn't know what we wanted to do, but we thought, well, let's just put it out there and see what comes our way. And who would have known this, this opportunity come our way?
So panel beating business didn't really? No. Was there anything similar in the market?
The only thing was that when we did research it was there was people trying to do the same kind of thing on Facebook. Facebook has its challenges around trying to view listings and all that kind of stuff. So there's really nothing out in the marketplace looking to do and to cover what we were looking at covering.
Now, how does it work?
Well, how the site works is that it's very similar to a lot of other websites. You take photos of your goods, or maybe get an image for a service, because we can not only swap goods, we can swap services and skills as well. So you'd put a few pictures on there, put a description or a value, and then put there's a category for your preferred swap. So if you want to swap for instance, a table for a couch, then that's what you'd list. And you take a photo of your couch, your table that you have, and put a couch in there. That's what you want, and then it goes up onto the listings on the website. Very simple.
So say I needed to install a new shelf, and I'm not very good with a hammer or anything like that, but maybe I was good at baking or something. I could list that and say,
yes,
I'll swap you some baking for...
handyman to put a shelf up, and I'll give you a whole tin full of cakes and biscuits. Yeah, I'm sure they'd love it.
It's actually interesting because that's one of the things that we actually really hoped would happen. A few months ago there was an article in the paper where students were actually having a hard time actually making ends meet, being able to cook food and all that kind of stuff. And so we thought, wouldn't it be really great if the oldies out there who really know how to cook properly actually made some extra meals, and then you've got the young university students with a little bit of time on their hands and they went and mowed their lawns in exchange for meals. And so you've even got the connection of the oldies and the young generation getting together. So it's more than just swapping and trading, it encompasses so much.
I guess that's going back to, that old community way of where you popped over to the neighbours for a cup of sugar.
Absolutely, and that's what we're trying to create. While this is a business, it's actually something more than that. We actually want to create community. We want to get that community back again. We want the spirit of how we used to do things, because the only time that we really come together as a community is when there's a crisis, and we really come together well in that time, so why can't we do that normally?
And was that inspired from the droughts and stuff? Did you see that in Northland, people were coming together?
Perhaps not as much. We ourselves just struggled, and we thought with the drought it sort of pushed us into a position where we thought we'd change what we're doing, and in changing what we're doing we've seen the need all around us, so we thought we'd try and bring back that community in a fun and simple way via the website that can connect people, not just next door neighbours, because sometimes we don't know our neighbour until they want that cup of sugar, but the person down the street and the person down the other end of the island that we can connect with just like that. It's great.
How will it create employment in our regions?
What we're looking at doing with our website is something where you can actually list your skills and your labour and all that sort of thing. So how we envisage it will work is you've got people out there at the moment who maybe are trying to find work but they can't, whereas this website would allow them to be able to go and maybe put their toe in the water and say, okay, well I might go and get a whole heap of lawnmowers because I know I'm really good at mechanic, and I might hire those lawnmowers out and start a little business. So it's going to create an innovative way around thinking around employment. The other thing is businesses when they start up, there's a lot of start-up costs. So you imagine, say, take an electrician for example, he wants to start his business up but he's got all the costs involved with that. He could swap his electrical services for a website designer who needs electrical goods, or a business card person, or an accountant, and so he's swapping one for one with his services or to the value that's agreed. So the startup cost is actually a lot less, and he's finding customers at the same time.
You have initially launched the website. How confident were you that it would be successful when you first launched it?
Well, the feedback that we've had from people, if we go on the feedback that we've had, because we've gone around markets and we've talked to people on the grassroots level, everyone's been saying this is what we've been waiting for, this is what we've been looking for. So based on that feedback, we thought it would be successful. The challenges that we've got is we're at limited financial resources. We're trying to do the best that we possibly can. This is going to be a long process, and it's going to be a process where people need to think differently about the whole process. It's not just a buy and sell. You can buy, you can sell, you can swap, you can trade, you can rent and you can hire, and you can give away on it. So there's so many more things you can do on it.
Well, thank you very much to the both of you, and good luck. I'm definitely going online and looking it up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For more information, visit the website SwapOrTradeIt.co.nz. Just ahead, we learn how an avocado a day could keep the doctor away.